Hello and welcome to today's final girls basketball game. Today the Lady Lions will be taking on Pinelands, so we're going to start like we always do. I'm here with my good friend Evan Olawani. Evan, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. Anyway, what are going to be some keys to today's game?
Well, walking, I saw that Pinelands had a lot of tall girls there. I think if Lacey can really rely on that three ball, even though it's kind of a scary thing to do, rely on that three ball, make a lot of threes, and of course we talk about free throws and no turnovers.
Yeah, and you just got to play a sound game if you're Lacey. And I think one thing that they have to do, this being the seniors' last game, it's obviously, like, just use your words, a little bit bittersweet for them. Be able to get them involved early and often, and if you're not a senior, have that mentality that this game is for them. Rely on their leadership, definitely be able to piece it together as a team, but rely on those leaders to be able to give you a big boost.
Yeah, and win for the seniors. It's their last game in high school.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that's huge for them. To be able to send them off with a win would definitely be something that, you definitely want to do. If you're a senior, you want to go out with a win. So this is a huge game for a lot of them. So I think it's going to be important for them to be able to get involved and be able to dominate.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Mike.
All right. Thank you, and stay tuned for the beginning of the game coming up in a second. Hello and welcome to today's presentation. Welcome back, rather, to today's presentation of Lacey Girls Basketball. Today we'll be taking on Pinelands, as we talked a little bit about before. So, Evan, we touched on it a little bit briefly, but, this is a big game for this team, for both teams, really. Last game of the season, definitely one where both teams want to send their seniors out with a win, so we see a couple seniors starting from both sides today. This is a big one.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's bittersweet for these seniors, but they have to keep those emotions in check, go out there and just really get a win for themselves, the program, just a going-away win.
I would agree with that. So we see getting ready to start. Kazenmeyer doing the jump ball for Lacey. And she's not going to win it. And we're underway. Pinelands has ball, and Ashley Klein with it now. So this game, 3:30 game, when you were usually seeing 6:30, later in the day. So a little bit different atmosphere here today.
Yeah, a little quieter right now. I think when the game starts going, we'll hear a little bit of a more rumble in the crowd.
Oh, of course, you got to wait for the action to start. Number 12 has it now for Pinelands.
Good
Alexis
steal
Hawkins.
there by Jamie Kazenmeyer. Way to intercept that pass.
And then, like you said, Jamie comes down with it. So Tegan Darling has it now, swings it to Harlan.
And she's one player who's they're going to have to rely on to hit those big threes.
And she's a senior starting for them. I would definitely look to see her have a big game today. She's a great three-point shooter. She's a great all-around player, so I would definitely look for big things out of her. Brignola with the inside look back to Harlan. She's going to put up a three. That's going to be blocked. Great play. And Pineland's going to come up with it. Ashley Klein, running the floor. Long pass, and the shot is no good. Klein gets the rebound, puts it up again, and she's going to be fouled. Looks like they're going to call that on Brignola. Lacey's first and her first as well. And 2 shots upcoming.
This is a physical game. Things are going to happen like that. Sometimes you're going to get a foul. It happens. But they prevented the basket, make them run from the free throw line.
First shot up. A little bit strong, but gets a friendly bounce and goes. Second shot up. And also strong. This one not as kind. Harlan brings down the rebound. So Darling takes it up for Lacey. Over to Jamie Harlan. Back to Tegan Darling. Now to Jamie again. Nearly stolen. Darling's able to get it back, and they will reset. Inside look. Kazenmeyer can't come up with it cleanly. Pineland's looking to run the floor now. Tipped away by Harlan. It's going to roll out of bounds. Let's see who they call it off on. They're going to say it was off of Jamie Harlan. Pinelands will retain possession.
Yeah, great defense there by Jamie Harlan, not to let her get to the basket and eventually tip it out.
Yeah, it's definitely want to make them play their half-court offense instead of just being able to get fast break points. We saw last time they got a foul. They drew a foul off that, and now see they come up with a steal here. So it's definitely important.
And that is Jamie Kazenmeyer's second steal.
Be able to limit them. Harlan's got it now. Inside look for Fleck. Loses it for a second. Dishes it out to Brignola. She's going to put up a three. A little bit short. Good movement, though, on that possession. Into the corner now. Now back up to the top. Klein has it again. Now back into the corner for number 40. Jessie Rising. Long pass. Klein again. Over to Rising again. A little bit of the same thing they did last time. And still nothing's developing, so they're going to keep swinging it around until they find something.
Well,
Rising to Klein. Sorry.
Lacey is in the 2-3 zone, so it's a little hard for them to get the ball inside.
Maybe something as the shot is up. And no good. Darling grabs the rebound. Maybe Pinelands isn't used to that, so if that's a way to prevent them, then definitely I would stick with it. Darling's high floating shot is no good, but Kazmar gets the rebound. She's going to draw the foul and make the bucket.
Strong play for Jamie Kazmar. Not have to give up, get the rebound, and battle through traffic to put that ball up and in.
Offensive rebounds for the defense are so demoralizing. When you see a team bring that down and then have a good look followed up right after it, that's so tough on a defense because you did your job, you did everything right, and the offense was just a little bit better, and they're still able to get it. A little bit confusion going on right now. They are going to count the basket. I don't know why they wouldn't. So Kazmar has a chance to make it a three-point play. Shot is up, and she does just that.
So first points for Lacey. Coming a little bit of a bunch there.
Pinelands coach doing his best Peyton Manning impression. We hear him calling out Omaha. It's the play. Klein has it. Rising into the corner, now back to Rising. Screen is set. Rising's going to drive. Dish. Klein's got it. Now back up to the top. They're having a lot of good movement, but it just seems like Lacey's just been quick enough to been able to get wherever the ball is.
Yeah, I want to apologize. They're in a 3-2 zone, not a 2-3 zone, so that means they have 3 players up top above the foul line and then 2 down low.
Shot from the foul line now is no good. Darling's going to get it, and they're going to run with it again. We saw her do this last time. Now she opts to slow it down. And this is to Harlan. She's going to put up another 3. This one won't be blocked, but no good. And jump ball is called. It looked like just as Ashley Klein was wrestling it away from Monica Brignola, they got the benefit of the jump ball, so Lacey's going to keep it. So Harlan to inbound. Finds inside, and drawing the foul is Tegan Darling. Great find by Harlan, and then great job being able to draw that by Tegan.
Yeah, great cut to the basket for Tegan off the inbound pass. And even though she knew she might have not made it when she shot it, she still put it up, drew the foul. See if she can make these count.
First one she does. And one thing you got to say about her, she is tough as nails. You know, she's not afraid to go inside. She's not the biggest player. That doesn't stop her. Drives right in, draws the foul off a much bigger girl. Great job by her.
Yeah, kind of scary because she's had a lot of knee problems in her life. We can see she's wearing that knee brace. So every time she kind of gets banged up a little bit, it makes me cringe. You don't see a high school athlete go through some of the knee pain she had, but she's battling through it and playing better than ever.
She has it right now, and now she dishes to Jamie Harlan. We see the 2 of them playing catch. We've seen that a lot so far. Now Fleck's got it in the corner. Inside look for Kazmaier. Back to Fleck. Shot is up, and no good. Rebound Pinelands. Long pass, number 13. Slows down for a second, puts it up and puts it in. Nice shot by her. A little bit of stop and go there. Madison Danceny.
Yeah, she kind of ran away from defense. And Pinelands found her. And she made Lacey pay.
That was a great play right there. All around. Harlan's got it now. She's being double teamed. Ties dribble out of it, and she's going to call a timeout. So we're going to keep it right here. So a little bit of a good start. I mean, it's early still. Obviously, Lacey leads 4-3. But, you know, pretty good so far. So far, so good.
Yeah, not too bad, as we've seen. And, you know, Lacey and Pinelands both good ball movement, but right now no one can really find the way to get the ball too much down low. Not many points. Yeah, a little bit low scoring right now. I think that'll change as the intensity picks up. Teams start getting more fast break points, more fast break looks, better looks. Defenses get tired. Subs start coming in. You know, obviously there's a lot of variables still going on with this game. But, I mean, I don't think either team was expecting a blowout, and so far we're not getting that. So I think that's definitely a good sign. And I think you just have to continue to play hard. And whoever can deal with fatigue better might be a team that is able to pull ahead late. Yeah, usually these players are used to going home, take maybe a little cat nap, and they come back right now. It's right from school after a 6-hour day. Now it's 3:30, playing a basketball game. That can take a toll on these players' body.
Brignola has it now. Looking for something, finds Harlan. She's got it still, has it tipped away momentarily. The Pinelands player is able to save it, but they're going to say her foot was on the line. That's a great play right there, either way. She didn't get to actually save it for her team, but great athletic play to be able to tip it away. Nearly kept it in. So Harlan to inbound again. We're right back where we started. Unable to find anything so far. Now gets it to Jamie Kazmaier, and they will reset. So Harlan looking for something to happen. Finds Brignola. Over to Fleck now. Now back to Brignoli. You see a lot of Lacey players going in motion, but so far the defense has just been suffocating for Pinelands. Casamar able to put up a floater. Not able to get it to go, but able to get her own rebound.
Good pass
Inside
down
look.
low.
You beat me to it. Now back out to Darling. She's going to drive. And there's going to be
A charge.
offensive foul called there.
Yeah, Pinelands had her, excuse me, let's see. That was number 21. Excuse me, Ellie Stortino. She had her feet set, body position good, and that's why it was a charge.
So great play by her. And just all around pretty good play on defense. Pinelands, that possession, was able to just suffocate them. Lacey just kept running around looking for something and just couldn't find it. Both teams are playing really good defense right now. So Klein's going to put up a 3, and no good. Darling gets another rebound. I believe she's got 3 already. Not bad for a point guard. There's just a Haley Oskasi. Back to her. Waiting for something. Finds Bree Scott in the corner. Inside look. Kazimir, and it's ripped away by number 3, Jackie Peshko. Rising has it now. Now dish decline. The two of them sort of trade spots. Long pass. Cross-court pass is dangerous. And it gets away. Darling's got it again. She's looking to run with it.
Smart play by her. She had 3 defenders right in front of her. No lazy players. Great job just to slow up.
And she's always looking to run with it when the situation's right. You know, one of the fastest players on the court at that time wisely decides to slow up. And eventually Pinelands is able to come up with the steal. Klein into the corner. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Pineland's going to keep it. See Pinelands checking in with their first sub of the game. And then a timeout taken. So we'll be right back at the conclusion of the timeout for WLTS TV 21. And we're back. 2:17 remaining in the first quarter. Lacey leads 4-3 in a very slow game so far.
I think a big thing we can point out is that Lacey has 2 freshmen in right now, looking to make a big impact on the program right now and also in a couple of years. And I think that's a great sign to see freshmen out there on varsity, especially in a big game like this.
And we talked about the seniors playing, and now we're going to talk about the freshmen, how, you know, you're sending these seniors off. Don't worry, help is on the way. You've got girls that are ready to come in and replace them. And, you know, not that you replace them, but you've got reinforcements in the wing.
Yeah, I think that makes a good team top to bottom, seniors to freshmen. You have players to fill in.
Darling running with it now. She's going to put it up, unable to finish. Tip out goes to Kazimir. She's going to put that shot up. Jumper's no good. Eventually, Pinelands get it. Another long pass. This one didn't quite get there to hit number 40 in stride, but she's able to finish anyway. Jessie Rising puts it in to give Pinelands the lead.
Kind of the same play that happened last breakaway for Pinelands. One girl just kind of broke away from the pack. Pinelands found her and put it up and put it in.
Yeah, and that one didn't have a lot on it, that pass, but
it got there, did the job.
It got the job done. Oskasi shot is up and good.
As we see Jamie Kazimir kind of fall on her own, a non-contact injury.
And those are never good. So we're going to step aside for a second for WLTS TV 21. back. Carly Buxton checks in to replace Jamie, who had to come out for a little bit. And she wears her age on her jersey there. Only 14 years old playing varsity, so good for her. Inside look. They're going to say she... Waiting on a call here. Looks like a foul.
Call on Bree Scott.
So Pinelands will inbound underneath Lacey's basket.
And let's just hope Jamie Kazmar is okay. Looks like she hurt her ankle.
See another player take a spill. She looks like she's all right. Rising has it in the corner. Another inside pass. Another inside pass. And they dribble it out yet again. 3 is up by Klein, and no good. Eventually, Bree Scott corrals it, and Darling's going to take it up. Emily Miller, first time we said her name in the game now. That's got to be a kick. And it is.
Pineland's going to take a late sub right here.
Lacey to inbound right in front of us. Oskasi finds Darling. Into the corner now.
And Lacey's really having no problem get the ball in on the inbound passes.
Foul's going to be called. Then we see number 44, Katie McGrody, help up Bree Scott. So that's some good sportsmanship right there. You always want to see that. Oskasi's inbound. Tried to run that same play as before. Find Darling inside, unable to do so, but she is able to corral it right in front of the half-court line. And now she finds Buxton. Inside look for Oskasi. Back out to Miller. Fakes a shot, loses it, and Pinelands has it. Jessie Rising with that steal. She's going to put up a 3, and that one is good.
Great shot there. Now with only 8 seconds left to go.
Right at the end of the quarter. That's a tough one, too. So Lacey's got 5 seconds now. Darling's going to take it herself, loses it, puts it back up. Tough angle, and that one's not going to fall. So, you know, didn't get quite the look she wanted, but definitely unable to finish on that one. So Lacey trails 6-8 at the conclusion of the first quarter. Like we said, it's been a little bit slow. A lot of great defense in this game. That'll tend to do it to you. So you might not have seen all the exciting plays, but both teams are playing well on defense, and I think that's something that's important going forward. And whoever plays the better defense throughout doesn't get tired is going to have a good advantage.
Yeah, Pounds right now is going man-to-man, and then Lacey's going zone. Zone's a little more tiring, but as we've seen right now, it's very effective. They're closing out on shooters. But, I mean, like we said, I talked about it before the game, Pineland with that big 3 at the end of the quarter. Hopefully that doesn't spark anything for Pineland, so Lacey can come down and counter it. Only a 2-point lead for Pineland right now. Very manageable.
And one thing that we haven't mentioned is momentum, and momentum is huge. That 3 at the end of the first quarter could definitely be big going forward if Pineland is able to keep it going starting the second quarter. You want to be able to cap that run. Maybe the quarter ending is a good thing for this team to be able to say, hey, all right, reset, clean slate, let's try to outscore them on this possession and then the next possession and so forth. But if Pineland's able to hit this 3 and then be able to get ahead with that and start the quarter hot, then that's no good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, so I guess we'll have to wait and see, Mike.
That we will. We won't have to wait very long, though, unless Pinelands is unable to make their way out here.
Slowly but surely.
They will have ball to begin the second.
Just want to point something out. I'm not usually a tie guy today, but I don't know. I was feeling that. I usually go with the bow tie, but today I went with just the nice orange tie.
See me, I always go with a nice tie, regular tie. I'm a fan. This is actually my favorite tie. Anyway, missing out on the action now. Shot is up and no good. Tipped out of bounds. Lacey's going to have it.
Yeah, Pineland's coach is kind of hitting the nail on the head right there. He's saying don't force it, which Pineland's right there did, and Lacey came up with the ball.
So Darling's got it now. Now dishes over to Oskasi. Couple Lacey girls still going in motion. They just haven't been able to connect on these passes, and when they tried to, it's been tipped away. So both teams playing suffocating defense. This is going to be an open look. Her foot was on the line, and the shot's no good anyway. Miller's able to get it now. Tipped out by Bree Scott. Loses it momentarily. They're going to say Pineland's going to take over. Looks like Miller just lost it on her own there.
A great way to follow her shot. I think that's something that it's so simple, but no one really does it. Follow your shot. Everyone just stands there and watches it. So a great way to get the rebound.
Yeah, and great job by Bree Scott to be able to tip it out to her. Otherwise, none of that ever happens. Inside look. Another one. And foul's going to be called there
Looks like it's going to be on Tegan Darling.
So 2 shots coming up for Pineland as it was in the act of shooting. Katie McGrady taking 2 shots now.
That was Tegan Darling, her second. Lacey, fourth. On the line, Katie McGrady.
Her first shot is up and no good. Second one up, and this one she's able to finish on, increasing the lead to 3. So Darling dishes to Oskasi, to Bree Scott. Swings it to Buxton. Now, we were talking about the seniors before. This is an extremely young lineup, from freshmen to sophomores to 1 junior, and then no seniors on here on the court. So this is something, this might be a lineup that you see next year. You know, this is getting, not that you don't want to have this game, but this might be a lineup been able to get them ready for next year, as a foul is called there.
This young team right here has a lot of speed within them. As we saw a good cut there by Haley Oskasi to get the call foul, cut to the basket. Between her and Tegan Darling, a lot of speed there. And I think in the long run, a lot of fast breaks and maybe next year, and just kind of looking forward.
And a whole lot of good young players that when they get their chance to shine, they're going to be great. And that one is good.
We've seen Lacey make their free throws today.
That could be big. And then going forward, you know, the more playing time you have right now for these girls, being able to get them this experience, when they come back next year, they're just going to be that much sharper. And that shot is also good. Deficit is cut to 1 point. Klein's got it. Now dishes it over to number 10. First time we said Brianna Surlick's name. So she has it again. Long pass. Rising has it. Inside look. Rising's been very active as that one's ripped away from Klein. Rising able to get it though, and a jump ball is going to be called.
Great hustle there all around from both teams.
It was a great find there by Jessie Rising. Unfortunately, Klein wasn't able to finish on it, but definitely a good look from the corner. That looked like she was in a tough spot, and then made something out of nothing. So the inbound.
We really touched on Coach Larice right now, but man, is he a heck of a coach. The passion he coaches with is always a great thing. The players always respond very well to him. He's a teacher in the school, you know, math teacher, which you don't usually see too much. Usually it's a gym teacher, so he has a big connection with these students, and it's all around good.
Second best ping pong player right now.
First being?
Myself.
I'll take the 3rd spot on that one.
I'm not too sure about that. Miller dishes to Bree Scott.
I'd say I'm up there.
You're up there, but you're not number 3.
Fair enough.
Scott tips it over to Buxton and then back out to Darling to reset. Bree Scott has it now. Nice shot, or excuse me, nice pass there when it looked like she was originally trying to shoot. Now Miller drives in over to Scott. Scott's dribbling around, then finds Miller. Inside looks to Buxton. Bree Scott, nice fake there. And able to finish and draw the foul. So that will give Lacey the lead with a chance to expand upon it now. And hey, there's no shot clock. You take your time if you want to take your time. That was an extremely long possession. They kept running around. And we heard Pinelands coach say before, if nothing's open, don't force it. And I think that's exactly what they did there. They didn't want to force anything earlier in the game. You know, if the possession doesn't go your way in the first, 10, 20 seconds, they started to just force things, trying to put up a shot. That time they didn't do it. They waited, and they finally got something open, and they were rewarded for it.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head right there.
And her shot is good.
Again, just making the free throws.
That's big. We see a couple subs checking back in now. Allie Toth's first time out here for the Lions today, and then a couple starters re-entering as well.
I believe they've made 5 free throws out of those 11 points. That's almost half the points coming off free throws right now.
That's big. That could be the difference in the game. And we've seen Pinelands miss a couple as well. That shot's going to be blocked. Allie Toth's going to bring down the rebound, and now Darling's going to take it up court. Harlan's got it. Now Buxton inside look for Fleck. Back out to Darling. She's going to drive. And her shot is no good, but tipped out to Fleck. She's going to put up a little bit of an ugly shot. Nearly went, but does not.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about there. They were doing good, and A little bit forced towards the end, but overall, another good possession for Lacey. I think they're heading in the right direction.
And it seems like when you get an offensive rebound, there's kind of a little bit of pressure to go right up for it. As that one takes an unfriendly roll. No matter, Pineland gets the rebound and puts it in anyway. We're tied at 11. But when you get that offensive rebound, you're usually right underneath or pretty close to the basket. There's a lot of pressure to just go back up with it. That's not always the smart thing to do. Sometimes you just need to walk it out and reset the possession. Buxton puts it up. Long jumper, nearly good. And bounces away. Another long pass. That one's going to be too far.
Ooh, watch out in the stands there.
Luckily, everybody's all right. A little bit of a hectic play there.
As we see another freshman in for Lacey, Allie Toth.
So Darius Saxon almost got taken out there. Anyway, Darling has it now, looking to untie this game. Inside look for Fleck. Back out. Buxton, 3. A little bit unfriendly bounce. She's been just barely strong on both of her shots from that portion of the field. Court, rather. This isn't a field.
No, this isn't a field at all. That's okay.
We're learning.
And I think Lacey on offense, their staple is drive in, or excuse me, pass it in, kick out, and look for the shot. And they've been doing that, and it's been working. You see, we see a steal from Jamie Harlan.
Harlan comes up with it. She's got a one-on-one. She's going to draw the foul there. 2 shots coming up for her. And there's a little bit of that senior leadership, you know, leading by example. Great job by her to get the steal and then go draw the foul.
3:28 left to go in the second quarter.
First shot. Up. And good. If your math is correct, which I trust you, that's 6 points off free throws.
Half the team points.
Second shot up. And takes a friendly roll. Now it's more than half. Larice would be proud.
He would be.
Klein has it now, being guarded by Tegan Darling. Screen is set. Klein's driving
Good
and
finish.
able to get the ugly look to go.
1 through 3 lazy defenders right there. I'm not sure how, but she got through.
I'll tell you how. The screen that was set at the top of the key really opened things up for her. She's being guarded by Tegan Darling, one of the better defenders on this team, and she was able to get her off and then just have not necessarily a clear path, but a little bit nicer one. Harlan's 3 is no good. Rebounded by number 12, Ashley Hawkins. Excuse me, Alexis Hawkins. Long pass. Pinelands looking to run with it, and it's going to be out of bounds off Kelly Fleck. She comes up hobbling, but she looks like she's going to be all right. Pineland's going to inbound underneath Lacey's basket.
I see Jamie Kazmar getting taped up on the sidelines. We'll see if she'll be able to come back in. And I think, you know, she wants to. It's the last game of the season. Of course everyone wants to play, especially her, big player on defense. She can do a lot.
And I think more important than her getting in the game is by her getting taped up, we know that it's not that serious. She wouldn't even be attempting to try to get back out there if it were something really significant, and we're just glad to see that, you know, maybe she doesn't get back into this game, but it's not going to be anything that keeps her out long term or really injures her going forward.
So that is 7 fouls, so that will be a 1-and-1. Kelly Fleck will be at the line shooting.
.45 remaining until halftime. We have a tie game so far. Kelly Fleck looking to change that. First shot up. And no good. Tip out to Harlan. Fleck has it again.
And this is where they should slow up, and it looks
And
like
back
they
to
will.
Tegan Darling. You called it. Harlan, open look. And it is good.
You cannot give her that open look. She's a great jump shot shooter, and she will make you pay for that all day.
Rising has it now, waiting for something to develop. Now dishes. Back to Rising. Inside pass. Now back out. Number 12 shot is up. And no good. Fleck with the rebound. Alexis Hawkins a little bit strong on that one. With a little bit over 2 minutes remaining. Brignola puts up a 3. A little bit short. And they're going to call a foul there on Kelly Fleck. She looked like she pushed her out of bounds a little bit.
Foul was on number 32, Kelly Fleck.
Rising to inbound.
Lacey's fifth to the net.
And now Klein's got it. She's looking for something, finds Rising in the corner. Dish it back out to the top. Now long pass back to Rising. They keep going with these full court passes. Sometimes those are dangerous. I mean, they've been getting away with them so far, but I don't know if that's necessarily a strategy that you want to constantly play off of.
Great hustle there.
You beat me to a scramble for a loose ball. They're going to call a jump. Pinelands going to keep it, but can't take anything away from that great hustle by both sides on that.
We see the fan favorite, Lindsay Opacity, check into the game. She is a senior.
Rising inbounds to Klein. Shot is up and good. Pinelands retakes the lead with that one.
Her second three-point shot of the game.
Three-pointer is going to be huge in a game that's so low scoring. 3 points, in when you're playing a game that's hovering around the 50 mark at the end, it's not so much. But in a game like this, as that one is no good, Pinelands be able to get the rebound. In a game where it's 16-15 nearly at halftime, 3 points goes a long way in a game like this, especially when the defense is so good.
Yeah, we've seen Pinelands make 2 3-pointers, but we've also seen Lacey make 2 and 1s and make the free throw, which also results in a 3-point play. So Lacey not necessarily making 3-point shot, but getting 3 points at a clip.
The old-fashioned way. And they're making, not just their and 1 free throws, but all their free throws, and I think that's significant as well. So minute 6 remaining. Klein to inbound. Finds Rising. Harlan closing in on defense. She's going to drive. She's going to put it up, draw the foul. And 2 shots coming up for her.
The foul will be on Kelly Fleck.
Foul was on Kelly Fleck, her second.
So now both teams are in the bonus. Not that it matters this one. She will still get 2 shots since it was a shooting foul, but
for
next
the next
foul.
one.
Yes.
As first one up. A little bit of a line drive there. That one's no good. And so far, foul shots have been huge in this game, yet the team that hasn't been able to finish on them still has the lead. And that one is also no good. So basketball is a weird sport like that.
Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Harlan has it now. A little bit under a minute remaining. Finds Fleck. Inside look for Opacity is tipped away by Klein. Long pass, didn't even look at it. Nearly tipped away by Darling. But Pineland's able to find it. Klein's driving now, puts it up and puts it in. She's able to finish to give her team a 3-point advantage with 37 seconds remaining in the first. Now Pineland going with the press. Darling nearly loses it out of bounds, but does not. Takes it up the court.
30 seconds left.
And then finds Harlan. Fakes over to Fleck now. Inside look for Opacity. They're able to complete it this time. She puts it up a little bit strong. Klein gets the rebound. She's running with it again.
15 seconds left.
And tipped away. Opacity's got it now. Lacey's going to hurry if they're going to get a shot off. Fleck's got it, being trapped in the corner. She's going to lose it.
We're going to call a charging foul on Kelly Fleck.
You beat me to it.
And that would be her 3rd foul, so she has to watch it. Unless they're calling, it's not a personal foul, it is a team foul. So it will not count for the team fouls or for herself.
Right, like I was going to say, that's not going to be a 1-and-1. They're just going to have ball. And that shot's going to be blocked. Brignola has it now. Jump ball is going to be called. Lacey's going to have it with only 4 seconds left. So maybe a little bit of a blessing in disguise there to be able to get that jump ball. You lose the possession after halftime, but at least the clock, you get a little bit of a chance to get a long inbounds pass.
So let's see.
They're able to find Fleck. 3 seconds.
Up. And no good.
That one is no good. Another long one, also no good, as that one falls very well short. So it looked like Fleck there didn't have to hurry as much as she thought she did, but nevertheless, Lacey trails 15-18 at the end of the half. We'll be right back at the beginning of the third for WLTS TV 21. Hello and welcome back to the beginning of the third quarter. Right now the Lions trail by 3. So Evan, what have we seen so far?
Well, we've seen a lot. We've seen slower play, better looking shots. Some of the shots haven't fallen. Lacey's been getting to the foul line, and they've been making the shots. On the flip side of that, Pinelands has been getting to the line, but haven't really made their free throws, or making the majority of their jump shots. So 18-15 lead for Pinelands.
I think what Lacey needs to do is, keep connecting on those free throws. Obviously, that's not a negative thing, but you got to find a way to make more regular shots, jump shots, layups, whatever you got to do. You got to have more field goals in this game. You can't rely just on free throws to be able to win this game, because as it stands right now, they've had more free throw points than actual otherwise points, as Pineland's shot there is good. I think Lacey needs to find a way to maybe hit a couple threes, change the momentum in this game, and be able to jump back ahead.
Bottom line, the team with the most points at the end of the game will win this game, Mike.
Yes. Anyway, Harlan over to Darling. Tipped away momentarily, but Lacey will keep it.
One thing we haven't touched on yet is that Carly Kuhn, a starting player for the Lacey Lions, has been out for the past couple games. They've found ways to work around that, but she was a starter. She's playing very good basketball. Obviously, Tegan Darling too strong. That'll be out of bounds to hit the top rafters of the basket. But listen, anytime you use a starting player, it's going to hurt you. They're doing their best to fill in, but definitely a loss.
I thought she was overrated.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, Klein has it now for Pinelands. Fleck guarding Rising now. Now over to number 21. Sorrentino dishing it around now. Klein puts it up. Unable to finish, but able to draw the foul, so 2 shots coming up for her. So we've seen more of the same so far. A little bit of a slow game. A lot of free throws. And we see 2 more coming up right here. That first one is good. So that's Tegan Darling's 3rd foul as well. So Lacey getting into a little bit of foul trouble here. Second shot is also good. Pinelands expands the lead to 7. So not in team foul trouble, but individual players definitely have to be careful from here on out. We do see Jamie Kazmaier back in the game now, I just noticed. First time, so that's great. Darling's shot's going to be blocked, and Klein's able to come down with it.
Yeah, what a block there. But good defense by Kelly Fleck to get that ball out.
It's actually Monica Brignola looked like nearly came down with it. It's going to be out of bounds. Lacey's ball. But maybe Fleck did take it away. You might be right. Anyway, Oskasi checking back in for Darling. Probably on account of the fouls she's piled up. So Lacey trails by 7 with 6 minutes remaining in the third. Harlan's got it now over to Oskasi. Back to Harlan. Kazmaier over to Harlan now. 3 is up and no good. And to me, they just kind of needed one of those to fall. To be able to see it go in, hit a 3 like that. Oskasi nearly comes up with the steal. Now Klein drives, and she's going to draw another foul.
And that is 4 for Kelly Fleck.
But for Lacey, to be able to change the momentum, to be able to hit a 3, especially in a game like this, would have been huge for them. I think you definitely have to try to find a way to keep getting Jamie Harlan looks, because eventually she's going to be able to connect on one because she's a great shooter. And once you get that, just go from there, as the first shot, is up and good.
My apologies, that foul was on Jamie Harlan, her first, so Kelly Fleck is still okay with 3 fouls.
But once the momentum change, as the second one is also good, that's when Lacey can really start to dig their way back into this. Pinelands going with the press now. Oskasi, she stepped out of bounds there. Pinelands going to take back over. The press work to perfection there.
And right now, Pinelands have come out and they're on a 6-0 run.
Can't have that. Finds Klein. Open shot, fakes, drives. Loses it. Gets it back.
I don't know how she still has that ball.
I don't know what just happened there. Just going to be honest. Anyway, Pinelands is going to reset now. Number 13 has it for them. Monica Dancicin. Klein shot is up and no good. That's a tough name to pronounce. Dancicin. Go with that.
I'm not going to say anything because it could just be much worse.
If I can't do it, you can't do it.
Exactly.
Brignola. This is to Oskasi. Back to Brignola. Back to Harlan. She's going to drive, put up a floater, and that one is good. So maybe that's what Lacey needed to get back into this. They cut the deficit to 7 with plenty of time still. So Klein has it over to Rising. Looking for something to develop. Inside look. Now back out. 3 is up. 3 is good by number 21, Ellie Sorrentino.
And that hurts.
Oskasi now, they're going with the press again. Worked last time. This time, Lacey's able to beat it. Casimir comes up with it. Dishes to Fleck. She's unable to corral it. Eventually finds it over to Brignola. Now back to Harlan at the top of the key to reset. Back to Brignola now. Open for a second. Now goes back to Harlan. Now Brignola again. Two of them playing a little bit of catch here. Swings it to Oskasi. Into the corner for Fleck. Inside look. Casimir back out. Nearly tipped away. And a jump ball.
Good
Lots
job.
of hustle all around there.
Yeah. Looks like Haley Oskasi got stepped on in the head. Good sportsmanship there, but great hustle from her.
And one thing I really liked that I saw on that possession, intensity picked up by both sides, really. Defense, everybody was diving for the ball. Lacey was swinging around quick, looking for something to happen. I think that's a good sign. If you want to get back into this game where you're trailing by a lot and it's starting to get midway through the third, you're going to have to score points in a hurry, as that shot is up and no good. And the only way to do that is to be able to have quick possessions and be able to do it quickly. As Lacey's able to draw a foul there and make the shot.
I don't think she could make that in if she tried 10 more times, but
Going a mile a minute right now, anyway.
nevertheless, the ball went in the basket. There's little doubt.
2 points.
There's little doubt she will miss this free throw, so it'll be a 3-point play. I'm not confident.
I hope so.
We say it every game. Hydration at halftime. It's a big thing. We come out with cramps, not going to do too well. Hydrate, some Gatorade, a little bit of water.
First shot up. And good. You called it.
What's your stand on hydration?
Hydration is huge. Whoever, I mean, it was clear to see Pinelands got the upper hand on the hydration there, but Lacey's able to start to get back into it now. Pinelands, I'm thinking, maybe had some water, so they got more of the quick-term hydration. They really came out with a lot of energy, where Lacey, the Gatorade maybe, is just starting to set in, and that's why they're starting to pick it up now and force the turnover.
Believe what you want. We may never know.
I'm fairly certain that that was the case. Anyway, Brignola has it. Oskasi, Brignola. Two of them playing catch. Inside look to Casimir. Jump ball is going to be called, and this time it's going to go in Pineland's direction.
So Lacey's brought the deficit to 6 points. 3:42 left to go in the third quarter.
Rising over to number 10, Brianna Surlick. Tipped away by Oskasi.
I'm going to say she stepped on the line, but a great steal, though, nevertheless.
You're going to hear some boos there from Lacey's bench, but she was absolutely right.
Yes.
She was well out of bounds. Anyway, Pinelands inbounding now, right in front of us. Klein up for three. No good. Oskasi with the rebound, looking to run for it. She's got a one-on-one. She's going to put it up. Ugly looking shot, but she's able to draw the foul, so it gets the job done. 2 shots coming up for Lacey. So first shot, Lacey's been perfect so far. Is good. She's what the kids call money from the line.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Second one.
What happened there?
How come when you say it, it works out fine every time, and then as soon as I say something,
Because
they miss it?
Because I know. You don't understand. I have that
What do you have? What do you have that I don't?
intellectual mind reading type. I don't know. All I know is it works when I say it and it doesn't when you do it.
Oh,
Which
okay.
therefore means I am better than you. So
At what?
I don't know, everything.
Casimir.
Except for ping pong. You got me beat ping pong.
Okay. Flex shot is no good. Odd looking possession. Eventually Harden's
That's
going to
gotta
get a
go
three.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
What is this? Scott's shot is more of a pass, actually, but they're going to call a foul.
I'm just going to stick to free throws. So here, I'll tell you what now. She's going to miss the first one, make the second one.
I don't agree.
You're going to be wrong.
She's going to make both.
I hope she does, and I hope I am wrong.
First shot up.
No good. Here comes the make. So this one has to go in.
Second shot.
Here comes a free throw.
Up. And no
good. Brianna Scott let me down.
good. So what do you have to say about that?
Sometimes, you know, it happens.
I think you just jinxed her.
Happens to the best of us.
Anyway, we've got a game to play still. Lacey's only trailing by 5 with 2 minutes remaining in the third. Shot is up and no good by Rising. Rebound by Summerlick.
Yeah, Pinelands hasn't made a shot in a pretty good amount of time. Struggling right now.
You're about to jinx him again. Klein gets the rebound.
I
hope I'm wrong, but
I saw an over the back foul there, but Pinelands got away with it. I'm sorry, what were we saying?
you're jinxing everybody right now. You said they haven't made a shot. They're almost guaranteed to make a shot on this possession now.
I'm sorry. Just doing my job, Mike.
Surlick inbounds. Klein has it. Over to Surlick. The announcer's jinx is real. No denying that. Klein's shot is up.
Out of bounds.
And no good. Jamie Harlan hasn't hit a 3 for Lacey in a while.
She's got to check out of the game, so I don't know if that's
Never mind.
a good thing to say right now.
Lacey hasn't hit a 3 in a while. They probably won't do it here.
In quotation marks.
Bree Scott shot. No good. Klein gets the rebound. Looking to run. Good luck beating Tegan Darling. She's forced to slow down. Inside pass. Being swarmed there. And they're going to call a foul.
And that is her 4th.
So now you got to be careful. Not even at the end of the third quarter.
Are they saying it's her 3rd? I'm just going by the scoreboard, and I believe last time it said 3-2, so don't quote me on that, but.
Anyway. Darling passes to Fleck. She puts it up. Let's see if they count the basket.
They will.
And they will. So an opportunity to cut the deficit to 2 points now. What do you think about this free throw?
Oh, in.
You're the expert.
Lacey's got momentum right now. She can make this cut to a 2-point lead. Missed her last one. Oh, man.
She'll miss this one as well.
I think you jinxed me by saying I'm always right.
I don't agree with that at all. Klein has it now for Pinelands. Into the corner. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds very incorrectly. She was in bounds.
Yes, no doubt in my mind. But listen.
We're human. Everybody's human.
Exactly. The ref was in the best position. That happens.
Anyway, Darling has it now. Over to Oskasi.
So now at least just to capitalize on this little break they got here.
Kazmaier holds it at the top of the key. They're giving her an open look if she wants it. She's not going to take it.
And even though she is a center by, Coach Ruiz, and herself, she likes to consider herself a center, she can still shoot the 3 ball, no problem.
Bree Scott has it now. They reset. She's going to drive. Nice shot by her, able to get the roll and cut it to 1 point.
So now after we saw Pinelands go on a 6-0 run, we see Lacey go on a 7-0 run. So a game of runs.
Like we said before, whoever is able to get maybe just the last one, it might come down to who's able to finish the game hot, because it's been close throughout, and I wouldn't expect it to change drastically from here on out anyway.
Pinelands just can't make a shot right now.
Oskasi dishes to Darling, and she will take it up. 11 seconds remain. Flex got it now. They got to be quick. Inside look for Bree Scott. Dribbles around. Inside pass. They're going to call a foul. Nice play. Maybe a little bit of acting as well, but hey, it got the job done by Haley Oskasi. 5.3 seconds remain and 2 shots coming.
Well, one of these is going in.
That's hardly a bold statement.
Okay, both are going in. Give me a prediction.
I would say both.
She is money.
We have a tie game with 5.3 seconds remaining in the third. And another shot coming up for Lacey. So, been a little bit of unconventional the way we've gotten here anyway. But right now,
we're here.
We're here. 5.3 seconds left. That shot is good. So, everything's going to come down to the fourth quarter.
3, 2, 1. She will get it off in time, but no can do.
It was actually blocked on the way up. So, like we said, Lacey up by 1 going into the fourth. We'll see you right back here in a couple of minutes.
And at the end of the third quarter, Lions 27, Wildcats 26.
Hello, welcome back to the beginning of the fourth quarter.
A little bit of a hectic timeout break right there. I just got a FaceTime from my neighbor saying there are 3 fire trucks at my house while I was getting a text from my mom. Call me after the game. Word is that there was no fire at my house, but a little bit of a scary moment for me, Mike. I don't know what to think right now.
How does that pertain to this game?
It's real life. This is real life.
This is real. Everybody's okay though, it looks like.
I have a lot of pets. I have my mom, my stepdad at my house.
There was no fire. Maybe a little bit of a false alarm.
I don't know, but we just had a fire in my house, a little fire with a mop, a little bit of mop incident. It was like a big ball of fire at the end of the mop.
Oh man, throwing shot is up. No good. Rebound. Kazmaier also no good. Tipped around. Eventually Pinelands corrals it.
I'm just a little baffled right now. I just want to let the audience know that I may say some things that may be stupid. I'm just in a little shaky state of mind right now. I don't know what's going on.
So everything will be back to normal, in other words. Did that one just go right over your head?
Yes.
All right.
Great
shot.
layup.
Oh, ugly looking shot, but hey, it gets the job done. Nice shot by Haley Oskasi. Klein's got it for Pinelands. Inside pass.
Still can't make a shot.
No good. Even the layup. And foul's going to be called. 2 shots coming up for Pinelands, so maybe their chance to get on the board here.
To me, it looks like a travel, but that's why we're sitting over here and the refs are getting paid big bucks over there.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that was a
It
travel.
looked like she had the ball and went up and down.
No, I don't think so.
What do I know? I'm just a mess right now.
First shot. Up. And good. Lacey leads by 2. Second shot. Up. Also good. 1 point game. Press again. They got a 2-on-1 now. Fleck dishes Kazmaier a little bit behind her. She is able to get it and get away with it. And a foul is going to be called there on number 40. Jesse Rising.
Mike,
So-
there was 3 fire trucks at my house, so something's got to be going on.
Or it was just a false alarm. Maybe the smoke detectors went off. We're going to keep it right here to talk about Evan's house a little bit.
I just want to call my mom.
maybe a fire alarm
But
went off.
3 fire trucks, 1 fire truck just comes for a false alarm. 3 fire trucks?
Well, my dad's actually a fireman. 3 fire trucks is usually, I think they would call that a 2-alarm fire where they send 3 trucks. So
What does that mean? Does that
that's
mean there's a fire at my house?
generally not a good thing, but I mean, we've gotten word that there's no fire. Everything
But
should be
that
fine.
could be my neighbor just saying to me, oh, everything's okay.
I think she'd be able to. I don't think she would just straight up lie to you with a smile on her face.
I texted my mom. I'm waiting for a reply.
This has gotten out of hand.
I'm just nervous. What's going on at my house? I'm lucky to be here,
Evan,
but
stop.
I feel like my family needs me at a time that I am unable to
Evan,
provide
stop.
services for them.
Nobody was looking for that inbound pass. Pineland comes up with it, and they will take some time off. And now finally get it over the half-court line. Klein's got it. Looking for something. Pass to the corner. Shot is up. Another shot is missed by Pinelands. Still going through that drought other than those 2 foul shots that were made. Oskasi over to Darling. Inside pass. Bree Scott. Fleck up. And a little strong. Kalamaras able to get the rebound though. And dishes back to Darling at the top of the key to reset. Darling passes to Oskasi. Now back to Darling. Back to Oskasi. Shot is up. And no good. Kalamaras able to tip it to Fleck, and they will reset again. Kalamaras 2 key rebounds on this.
And that's why they're happy she's back in the game. She got fouled on a 3-point shot. So here comes 3 fouls.
Shots coming up for Tegan Darling. Evan, is everything okay?
I am waiting for a reply.
You look a little bit distraught.
I don't know what's going on in my house, Mike. There could be a 3 fire
There's
trucks.
not.
We don't know that. We're here.
First shot is good. Lead is up to 2 now. Second shot also good. So why would your neighbor say with a smile on her face everything is fine if there was no fire?
To make me feel good about myself.
I don't think she would just lie to you like that.
I don't know. She could be lying to me.
Darling shot.
You don't know who she is.
Hits on all 3, the equivalent of a 3-pointer. I think your mom would say something a little bit more urgent than call me when the game is over. Rising
I just got to text my mom. 5 fire trucks and 4 police cars. It's crazy. Sitting in my car with the animals. We are okay.
Oh, man. So maybe there was a fire. Maybe your neighbor lied to you. I'm sorry. I was wrong about everything.
I'll try to keep my family and everything out of this conversation, but now I feel like you guys are a part of it, so I feel like I have to continue on, and I'll keep you updated. But let's stick to the game right now.
At least we can assure everybody is okay, and we'll leave it at that. Anyway, Tegan Darling has it now. 5 minutes remain. They know the clock is on their side right now, being up by 4. Darling long pass to Oskasi in the corner. She's had the hot hand for most of the second half. Now back over to Darling. Back to Oskasi. Puts up a 3.
Get in there. There it
Friendly
is.
bounce. Lacey. Sorry, go ahead, Evan.
She's looked like she did it all the time. I love that reaction. She's like, oh well.
Lacey brings the lead up to 7 after initially being trailing by 7 at points in this game, including the second half. So the timeout's going to be taken by Pinelands. We're going to bring it right back at the conclusion of the timeout for WLTS TV 20.
Pinelands coach calls a full timeout.
And we're back. Evan, take it away.
All right, so we got the official update right now. Carbon monoxide reading 799. I am no carbon monoxide reader,
Expert.
but Mike was telling me that is bad.
That is deadly.
That's scary.
So it's a good thing everybody made it out all right.
But what about like objects in the house? Can they like deteriorate from that or have an effect on
Your TV may melt.
I don't believe that.
Nah, nothing will happen. Anyway, Darling comes up with the steal.
Mike, if I need a place to stay tonight, can I stay at your house?
Of course, Evan.
Thank
You're
you.
always welcome with open arms. Bree Scott's got it now over to Harlan in the corner. Inside pass. Back out to Darling. Oskasi in the corner. She's going to try her luck again. Nearly misses.
Well, when you have Jamie Kalamaras underneath the basket getting all the rebounds, why not?
She didn't get that one. She's able to get this one. She's going to try to run with it. Faster than your average center. Foul's going to be called. So Lacey leads by 7 with 4 minutes remaining.
I want to apologize right now. I'm not going to be able to clean up this setup we have here. I have to get home.
Understandable.
But I do want to say something real quick. This is our last basketball game of the year. I want to thank you. You know,
Shot is good.
you've meant a lot to me, Mike, on this journey. You know, you're my
I really appreciate that.
peanut to my butter. Okay, without you, I'd just be talking to no one right now.
I'm not going to say anything like that, but honestly, and going into our last 4 minutes, I've had a lot of fun this season as the
It's
shot is
definitely
up.
a little more comfortable now. I hope everyone likes to listen to us, enjoys the game. We try to make it enjoyable yet serious, of course.
And I hate to do this, but we got to give credit to Paul Toth for really, last year, he kind of brought us along. He only did a couple games with us, but as soon as we got a grip on it, he just let us run with it, and we got to thank him for that. And this year, I think we've really been able to put it together a little bit more, feel a little bit more comfortable, have some fun with it at times, but at the more serious times as well, be able to do a really good job. And you got to give big credit to the tech crew. They're here every single game, today included, obviously. They have to be here. And we got Jack Crowell, Dave Caposele, Trevor Stankiewicch, Ryan Krawiec, John Kalamaras, and Jake Capatasto here today, all doing a great job on the awesome camera work and the cuts you see on the screen.
And of course, the whole director of this whole
Beat
thing,
me to it.
Mr. Merman. We couldn't thank him enough for being here, spending his time when he has better things to do here with us.
And giving us this opportunity, so thank you for him as well. Thank you to everybody
He was
involved.
so kind this year. He actually bought us new headphones because other ones just weren't the best. And I just think that means, you know, just tells you how much of a great guy this man is.
So Lacey up by 8 with 3 minutes remaining. What a better way to send the seniors off than with a win, and right now they're on track to do so, although a turnover won't help their cause as that 3 is no good. Rebound by Klein. She goes up with it and draws the foul.
Is this the longest fourth quarter ever, or is this just me?
It's up there. I mean, you see some fouls at the end sometimes, so a lot of times fourth quarters end up going longer than the other 3. First shot, up and good. Deficit is at 7 now. 3 minutes remaining. Couple seconds over 3 minutes, actually.
Where am I going to park when I go home? There's 5 fire trucks and 4 police cars.
As the second shot is also good. And
That'll be a
timeout's going to be
full timeout.
taken. So we'll be right back at the end of the timeout. WLTS TV 21.
Lacey coach calls a touch.
Anyway, we're back now. Lacey looking to inbound underneath their own basket. And Oskasi able to take it up. She's going to draw the foul. So that's going to be another 1-on-1 coming up for Lacey.
Clock stopped.
That was on number 21, Ellie Sartino.
So hopefully 2 shots coming up for Oskasi. It's only 4:50 right now. Usually we get done with these games 8 o'clock, 8:30 even. It's early in the day. It's a little bit odd.
It is odd. Tonight is the Lacey Talent Show.
So, of
Let's
course,
hope that is a good success.
moving the game up in order to make some room for that. As that shot is no good. Tips it away. Klein eventually gets it, and a jump ball called. Pinelands will retain.
There's not many people here today. Also, I think because, you know, they're coming back again at 6 o'clock. They don't want to come here, go back home, come back. That's a lot of traveling,
It's a
especially
long
with the
day.
school day. Yeah.
And we just gave big credit to our crew here. Some of them are working doubles today, so crazy. The countless hours that have been put in by these guys, you can't really thank them enough. Any acts we're looking forward to tonight for the talent show?
There is, I heard Kayla Kohout, she is singing, and apparently she is amazing. So let's hope that delivers.
I'm excited for Mike DeMeo. He's going to be singing as well. And then Nick Brostow will be playing the ukulele. So that's 2 acts I'm looking forward to seeing.
Are you going to be able to make it tonight?
Hopefully.
Yeah, me too. I got right now. I don't. It's not looking good. Plus, I got to write an essay, but that is not on top of my mind as we speak. More so, 5 fire trucks and 4 police cars at my house.
The important thing is everybody made it out all right.
Yes, that is true.
And the house is still standing.
Yeah, I called my mom. She's like, Evan has to go, but the house is still standing, hung up. So I don't know what that means.
It means the house is still standing. So, I mean, it's tough to sugarcoat this, but everybody's okay. I think that's the most important thing.
Of course.
Anyway, Darling has it now, bringing it up for Lacey. Pinelands going to have to force some turnovers and quick if they want to get back into this.
It's only 6 points, which it seems like it's bigger, but it's not.
It's not.
And
that
there's
pass
a turnover.
to nobody. We said Pinelands going to have to force it, or they could just let Lacey do it on their own. They really didn't even do anything there, just a little bit of miscommunication. So Klein has it now. Looking for something. Careful, you don't want to waste too much time. Inside look. Number 3 has it ripped away, but then eventually gets it out. Jackie Peshko, and now Klein with the 3. That is good. That'll cut it to a 3-point game. So all of a sudden it went from
overtime has to happen now.
No, it doesn't.
Think about it. I have to go somewhere. Usually that means that the game's going to take longer than what is expected.
It does seem to work out that way, doesn't it?
Always.
Darling doing her best to prevent them from getting over the line, but they do so anyway. Rising, dishes to Klein. Inside look, picked off by Haley Oscarson.
And now Lacey really needs to slow the game down. 2 minutes left, up by 3. They need to have a nice, long possession here.
And I think it would be huge to make this game a 2-possession game again. You never want to risk it with a 3 for the other team. Just put it out of reach right now and try to keep it there. Kazmaier dribbling around looking for something. In the corner. Not really the corner, actually. Bree Scott's got it now. Kazmaier. Not often you see her handle the ball at the top of the key as much as you have in this possession, but she could do it. There's no reason not to. She's got it again. Finds Darling now. Looks like Lacey's just content with letting this clock tick down until Pinelands is able to do something. Darling still dribbling around. She's just waiting for something. Now pass a little bit high for Oskasi. It would have been a good look for her. Lacey turns it over with a minute left. Pinelands still down by 3.
If Oskasi was about 4 inches taller, no doubt in my mind that could have been a slam jamma.
No.
Why?
She'd have to be a lot taller for a slam.
Okay, 8 inches. Excuse me, the mic there. 8 inches taller.
That's fair enough. Anyway, timeout's going to be taken with 1 minute and 1 second remaining. Lacey up by 3. We'll be right back for WLTS TV 21.
Pinelands called a full timeout.
Welcome back. Minute and 1 second remains. One possession game still, so.
Mike, my cats, Coco, Latte, and Grayson. My dog, Cairo. What about my bird? My bird is in a cage. Sunset. Oh, my gosh.
Sure, everybody will be all right. Excuse me. I mean,
Hope so.
I'm sure your family's first thought was get themselves to safety and then get the animals to safety. So
Honestly, I think if I was home, my mom would be dog first and me second because my mom loves that dog. So only a 3-point game here. Great block, but they're going to call a foul. Monica Brignola.
Larice is not happy about that one.
I wouldn't be either. In a tight game like this, it's hard to call that foul.
Yeah, you kind of just want to see them let them play, but hey, maybe that's a little bit of my favoritism shining through.
That was on Monica Brignola, her first.
That shot is up, and that one rims out.
And that hurts.
You can say that again.
That hurts.
In the game for Lacey, Haley Ossipee.
Second shot. This is a big one now. Pressure on Klein. Her shot is up. Takes a friendly roll and goes in. So a 2-point game, 30 seconds remaining. They're not going to foul just yet. Darling dribbling around. Able to get it over the half-court line, but Pinelands able to come up with it. Now Klein driving with it. They're called a blocking foul. Looks like that was a little bit more anticipation than anything else, and we see a player down. It's Tegan Darling. Hopefully she'll be okay, so we're going to step aside for a second.
Foul was on Jamie Kazamaier, first, second. Lacey, 7. On the line, shooting 1 and 1.
And we're back, a 1-on-1 coming up. Klein can potentially tie this game, which Evan, I'm sure you're rooting for. First one is good.
I just got the word everything is okay at the house. I think my family is going back into the house. It was a problem wrong with the furnace. They said it was on the verge of blowing up, basically. As now we have a tie game here.
23 seconds remaining. Lacey likely will hold for the final possession. And Pinelands defense looks like they're intent with letting that happen. Over to Fleck. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Larice, so we're going to keep it right here. Only 10 seconds remain in a tie game. I mean, I know you don't know the plays, but if this is up to you, how do you attack this?
The refs have been calling a lot of fouls this game. You have to drive to the basket. Let's be honest, Lacey
That's
hasn't
fair.
been making a lot of 3-point shots. For that matter, any jump shots, like too much. Really, the bulk of their points come from free throws and driving to the basket. If they can do that, I think they're better off.
Good call. I would have to agree with that. I like that plan. Especially where they're inbounding from underneath. They might have a chance to be able to get a quick look. Or maybe you want to bring it back out to the top for a couple seconds and not even give Pinelands the possession, even if it is a short one. So a couple different ways they can go at it. I have faith in Larice to be able to draw up the right play, though. Larice actually invited me to play ping pong with him and one of the freshmen who's pretty good. He split with me, and that's no easy task. I mean, I'm the best player I know.
Wow.
2-time defending champ of the tournament.
I'll come in 4th place both times, so, I'll take that.
It's not bad. So I think, we joke about it, but I think that says something about Coach Larice as a person. He's ultra competitive, doesn't like to lose anything. And I think that's an admirable trait for a coach because you never give up, keep fighting in a game like this. Not that that could be the difference, but, you don't know what kind of pep talk they just got. Maybe it'll inspire them, and hopefully it'll be able to get them a basket here. I mean, I think if they're going to win the game here, it's going to be more about his coaching than his actual encouragement, but hey, you never know. Harlan's got it now. Back to her. Inside look, Kazmaier. She's going to drive in. Dish it out. Oscar
Freshman.
And that shot's no good as time expires. We're going to go to overtime. So we'll be right back at the start of overtime. This game is tied 36-36. 4 minutes coming up in a second.
And at the end of regulation, Lacey Pinelands 36 all.
Hello and welcome back for the start of overtime. Today's game has been,
Hectic.
just to put it fairly, all over the place in more ways than one.
I called overtime.
Did call overtime, I'll give you that. So they will re-jump it here. Pinelands got the better of Jamie Kazmaier on the jump earlier today. We'll see how it goes this time. Jackie Peshko again jumping for Pinelands.
A good sign we see Tegan Darling back in the game.
So that's two of Lacey's starters that were injured in this game and then now have found their way back in. So a lot of toughness here. And jump's going to be won again by Peshko. Smacked it right at Jessie Rising, but she was able to corral it. Now Klein has it. Inside pass. Tipped away momentarily. Now back out. Again tipped away. And saved for a second. They're going to say Lacey's going to have it.
There is little to no doubt that this game is going to go into a second overtime.
None at all. There's
Zero.
no doubt in your mind.
Okay, I'd give it like a 2% chance it will not go into overtime. Second overtime.
That's quite high. I mean, 98% that it does would be high, not 2. Flex got it. Inside pass, Kazmaier. Harlan. Darling. Shot is up. No good. Rebound, Jackie Peshko. Now Pineland's looking to run with it. That's a travel. Lee's going to take back over. So Darling's got it for the Lions, the Lady Lions. Over to Harlan. To Darling again. Long pass for Fleck. Originally unable to come up with it, but then finds it. Inside look, Kazmaier now Fleck for 3. And that one is good. That could be the boost the Lady Lions need.
A little bit of a crazy celebration for Kelly Fleck. Threw her hand straight up in the air and just started running. I don't know what to explain that, but it's great to see the emotion there for these players.
Might have just been pure relief. You know, able to hit such a big bucket in this game. Klein's pass. Now she gets it back. That was number 13, Madison Dan Sissany. And now Lacey's able to get it back. Jamie Kazmaier with the steal. Harlan dishes to Fleck. She's in that same spot. Doesn't want to try it this time. Kazmaier out to Harlan. Darling now. Now Brignola. And one thing that's great to see, you got 2 seniors out here, the 2 that started the game. As Kazmaier's shot's a little bit short. And they're going to say Lacey's ball. But I think it's definitely important that you have your seniors out here, even if they weren't the one that just hit that big shot, or even if they're not the one that hits the next shot. To have that leadership on the court, that's important. No knock on the freshmen, but they're not out here right now because the seniors and the juniors and everybody else playing has this leadership. And that's crucial in a game like this. So Brignola will shoot a pair. Shot is up. And that one is no good. Chance to make this a 2-possession game with the shot right here. Second shot up. And she's able to do so. Lacey leads by 4 with 2:12 remaining. Klein has a Pinelands. They're going to have to score some buckets quick. That 3 is up. Barely misses. Rebound gotten by Peshko. Now back out. Another 3. A little bit of a line drive. That one's no good. Another rebound by Pinelands. But then eventually Casimir able to come up with it. Harlan is all alone. She's going to have a layup.
I'll take back that second overtime, please.
Anyway, Harlan's not going to miss that shot very often. Lacey's up by 6. But Pinelands was down by 6 before, and they were able to strike back pretty quickly. So Klein's long 3. No good. Rebound initially by Bergnola. Eventually has it stolen by Klein, and a foul's going to be called against, looks like, Jamie Casimir. So that's going to be a 1-and-1 coming up for Pinelands.
A lot of fouls in this game.
Like you said before, a lot of fouls being called. That one even was a little bit questionable. First shot up by Klein is good. She earns herself a second shot. Regardless, it's still going to be a 2-possession game, which is important, with 1:30 remaining. And that one is good, cuts the deficit to 4. Darling is going to draw the foul. Another foul called. And Klein's not happy with that one. But hey, in a game like this, you can't leave it up to the refs because they've shown that they're willing to call. So 2 shots coming up, an automatic 2 because Lacey, or Pinelands rather, is above 10 team fouls. So a chance to make this a 6-point game once again. First shot, no good. It's a little bit interesting. Lacey sending one girl, that is Jamie Casimir, to go up for this rebound. Everybody else drifting back. And
that is why.
Second shot is good. That had nothing to do with the shot.
Yes, they have confidence in Tegan Darling to make the shot. So they say, okay, we really don't need anybody to actually rebound since it's going to go in.
So why'd they even put Jamie Casimir there?
Just because, you know, you can never be too sure. Plus you eliminate the fast break with Lacey having 3 people back.
You're contradicting yourself, though.
No, clearly.
You either put them there or you don't. Why would you put one? What is the advantage to putting just one?
Because it's Jamie Casimir. She gets buckets and rebounds.
That's fair. She has gotten her fair share of big rebounds in this game. So
if you
I'll give you that.
If you want to question Coach Larice, you can just leave right now.
I do not want to question Coach Larice. I was questioning you.
I'm sorry.
I forgive you. It's been a tough game for everybody involved.
I don't know what's going on in my house. Actually, I do know. Everything is under control. That's about all I know.
Well, that's good. That's a good sign. Anyway, 1:25 when we come back, when the teams come back, rather. Lacey leads by 5. And interestingly enough, with all the fouls called, I mean, we've had a little bit of foul trouble. Nobody's fouled out yet, though, for either team. So that's something that we haven't seen that maybe we could have expected.
True.
Good analysis there, Evan.
I smell pizza. Can't concentrate.
Klein dishes to Peshko. Back to Klein. They're going to have to start putting up shots in a hurry. A little bit of a inside pass. Now they're going to have to dish it back out. Harlan's got the steal. Over to Casimir now. She's going to draw the foul and take 2 shots.
Intentionally fouling with 1:09 left to go.
That's down by 5. You got to do it at some point.
Lacey hasn't missed free throws. I think that is a flawed plan.
Well,
by
then
Pinelands.
you take your chances and you try to go 2 free throws or maybe 1 if you're lucky in exchange for 3 points. I mean, in a game by 5 with a minute left, you're going to have to do some crazy things, and right there it pays off as she misses the first. Sending one girl again, as that one is good.
Just got tape thrown at us.
I don't think that was thrown at us. More
No, but
thrown off the court.
in the area towards us where we were sitting, not at us.
6-point game. Dishes to Klein. She loses out of bounds. Lacey's going to take over with 56 seconds left in this overtime period.
I want to guess that they're going to foul as soon as the ball is passed in.
Crazy guess. Kasemeyer has it. Almost loses it. And then a timeout wisely taken by Coach Larice. So we'll be right back at the conclusion of the timeout for WLCS TV 21.
Lacey coach calls a full timeout.
Welcome back. Kasemeyer at inbound. Pinelands likely to foul as soon as she's able to do so. Finds Darling finally. And looks like they're not going to foul here. Screen set. Kasemeyer, she flopped. And then a foul is going to be called on number 11, Klein. So 2 shots coming up for Tegan Darling. Jamie Kasemeyer, she flopped right there and she knew it, but that's okay.
I don't judge.
It was for the good of the team.
Honestly, it was a good attempt. It couldn't have felt good. So the fact that she took that hit.
Especially after hurting her ankle a little bit earlier. First shot is no good. So I think you jinxed them again. They're not making all their foul shots right here at the end. But so far it hasn't cost them.
Mike, they're going to make this shot. Gosh.
Anyway.
Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
You're all messed up right now. Number 44 has it, McGrody. Now dishes to Rising. Klein in the corner. She's got to get a shot up. She's able to do so and draw the foul. So 2 shots coming up for her. It might be too little too late. But nevertheless, she does have a chance to make it a 4-point game. Nevin is just loving how long this game is going right now.
So much.
First shot up. No good. Second shot. Up. And that one she connects on. 5-point game, 20 seconds remain. And a foul's going to be called. Lacey's going to shoot another pair.
No time off the clock. An off-ball foul.
So Monica Vrignola receiving some applause here. She's going to shoot a pair. There's got to be somebody that's going to foul out soon.
I'm just listening to this Pinelands coach, and he is not happy.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy to be in his shoes right now either. Second shot. And that one is no good. So the clock is running. Klein has it now. Another foul.
Oh, that's going to be 10. So that's going to be 2 shots for Pinelands.
You don't seem happy.
You know why.
That's 4 fouls on Tegan Darling now.
But that's, I don't know, I don't think it was on purpose, but regardless, that's not the best foul because no time is running up the clock, and they're getting free points right now. So that's a little bit of a blow to Lacey.
Chance to cut it to 4 with 20 seconds, or just a tick under remaining. Klein, able to do so. 4-point game. Harlan is open. They do get it to her. And then another timeout taken as Harlan was trapped in the corner. A lot of stoppages right now.
Yes.
There's no other way to put it other than this game is just drawn on in the 4th quarter especially.
Lacey coach,
So Lacey has a 4-point lead, 16.1 seconds remaining. with the ball on the inbound. So things look good to be able to send off their seniors with a win. As long as you just play sound, make your free throws, everything from here on out should be relatively smooth sailing. So what does this mean for the seniors that are going out now?
It leaves a good taste in their mouth. Usually you don't remember your worst moments, but usually you remember your best, and this is definitely going to be one of the better ones. You can always say, yeah, I won my last game as a high school student. I don't know, I think that means a lot to someone, and especially me going to be a senior next year. That's going to be mean a lot for me, I believe.
Hopefully you're able to win the last game, much like these girls are. So, 16 seconds remaining in overtime. Lacey to inbound. Casimir tasked with such a job. Long pass finds Darling. She's going to lay it up and be able to finish. That'll make it a 6-point game, and that'll likely put an end to this. Klein's going to have to put up a desperation 3. That one is no good. That layup also is no good, and that will finally bring an end to this game. Lacey earns their 4th win of the season against Pinelands, 47-41 in a great game. So thank you again to everybody, for the crew, for an awesome year. Thank you to the teams, both the girls and the guys, for allowing us to be able to come to these games and play some great basketball for us to be able to call for them. And thank you to you, Evan.
Thank you, Mike.
And, of course, we can't leave out Tyler and Mike DeMeo. They also stepped in for a couple games.
And Taylor Risley.
Oh, I never actually got the opportunity to call with her, but yeah, she did a great job as well. So we've been on a little bit of a rotating basis here, but all in all, really good season. I was happy with the way things went, and I'm excited to be back here next year.
Yeah, I hope it comes soon.
All right, so we're gonna end it with that. Thank you for watching for WLTS TV 21.
Have a good night.